12 and got Jackson State undefeated, trying to finish the season going undefeated. Deion Sanders has brought a significant amount of energy to this fan base. They always travel well, but they've gone to a whole new level. They are out here. They're packed. Folks been out here since yesterday getting ready for this huge game. They want to win this game. They won the SWAC last year, of course, went to the Celebration Bowl. Now they, of course, want to finish the deal by winning it again and win the Celebration Bowl. But the question is, will Deion be coaching them on the sidelines? Joining us right now is my man Scotty from Allscript TV. Scotty, glad to have you back. Man, it's a whole lot going on. And everywhere I've gone, I was on a plane flying here. Congressman Benny Thompson was on the plane. Mayor Chokwa Lumumba was on the plane. So many others were on the plane as well. And every person was asking me, is he staying? Is he gone? Is he gone? And I said, yo, he gone. And the deal is, I said it from the beginning. You're not going to have Deion Sanders for long. Ride the wave as long as you can and enjoy it, because with that level of success, of course somebody's going to go after him from a Power 5 school.
Absolutely. I mean, it will be – this is where you want to be as a program. You want Power 5 programs to be looking at your program and saying, hey, I love what your coach is doing, because he's winning. At the end of the day, that's what the name of the game is.
It's sort of like if you have an AD that nobody's trying to hire.
How good is he? I mean, you're not going to hire a bad employee. You know, you're not going to poach a bad employee. That's just not how this game works. And I said it when he first got to the scene. I said, if Deion Sanders wins, he already has the aura. He already has the coolness. He needed the wins behind his name.
He had to prove he was a coach.
He had to prove he was a coach. And once he does that, it's a wrap. It's a train you can't stop. Because kids' parents know who Deion is. So when he comes to your room, I don't care about Nick Saban. This is an idol that I watched do for a long time in the NFL. And my kid has a chance to play with him, I'm going to send my kid there, and you see it.
Well, the thing that is really interesting, because there are a lot of people, they're like, oh, if you leave, you turning your back on HBCUs. Well, first of all, you got to start from here. Deion said from the outset that he wanted to be an NFL head coach, a Power 5 coach. So like any coach, you're looking for your shot. And the reality is, and I get people, again, who are in their feelings, but folks also got to understand is that it's rare. It's rare for a successful HBCU coach to go to a Power 5 in football or basketball.
Absolutely.
It's rare. Absolutely. Normally, if you're a black coach, if you coach at a Power 5 and you flamed out and you don't get rehired, then you get hired, and then you come down, versus it's rare to go up.
In 100 years, there's been 2 coaches that have gone to the Power 5. Jay Hobson at Alcorn, a white man, and Deion Sanders. So he's in limited company of, 1, he ain't white, and 2, he's a celebrity with wins. So that just shows you, doesn't mean that the SWAC.
I mean, even with the success of a number of coaches.
Come on. Willie Simmons should be getting looked at as 5-5 coaches. With the fans, he's completely turned the program around. Has been 9-2. The only SWAC team he's lost to is who? Deion Sanders. You know, you have Fred McNair, who's won 6 SWAC championships at his time at Alcorn.
Doesn't even get a look.
Doesn't even get a look. And is dealing with less resources than Deion was at Jackson State. So it just shows you the level of what Deion is really doing. On top of the celebrity, on top of him being a cool figure, the wins and what he's done at Jackson has elevated his profile to say, look, let's come on Power 5.
Well, I posted a tweet today where I said, if he makes the announcement, when he makes the announcement, tomorrow, there are going to be a lot of folks who are going to be trashing him, sell out.
Yeah. The C word. Cool.
You weren't legitimate. It's going to revive that whole deal. You ain't SWAC.
Yep.
All of that. But I'll say this. To any SWAC school, any SWAC fan, what Deion Sanders has done for the SWAC financially, the only comparison I can make is what Tiger Woods did to golf.
I like that.
Now let me break that down.
I like that.
You ain't hear no golfers hating on Tiger when the purses increased, because they all got paid.
Yeah.
So for the people who out here about the trip, do understand, when was the last time 60 Minutes featured a SWAC program?
For football.
Now I know somebody, and let me deal with the white validation. I'm going to deal with that. But the reality is, when you come in, and the reason I feel this is because I've taken over black newspapers and have done the same thing, and elevating the newspapers. And folks like, oh man, and I'm like, yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah.
And so folk need to chill and understand that a whole bunch of other folks benefited. Attention, TV deals,
absolutely,
media rights deals, sponsorship deals, and sponsorship deals that are longer than his contract.
I agree. If you're a fan, alumni, supporter of the SWAC Institute, and you think what Deion is doing for his brand now, taking the Power 5 is the wrong thing, call him the C word, call him a sellout, call him not SWAC, you have it skewed. You have the vision skewed because he's elevated everything. He's elevated the marketing. He's elevated the social media, which you have preached on your platform numerous of years. He's done that. He's taught you how to recruit at a high level. All Deion did was came to you as a girl, the SWAC as a girl, and said, hey, you're cuter than what you think. But if you don't ever get dressed up, if you don't ever show it off, nobody's ever going to see your value. And that's all Deion did, was he took a girl that was cute and put her on a platform, and everybody's like, man, that girl is pretty cute. Now you have to realize, now that you've been eating filet mignon, are you going to go back to eating peanut butter and jelly? That's on you. Because Deion can't hold your hand through everything.
So there you go. And see now, and it was interesting because when I went to the SWAC Media Day, I was just watching everybody. I was watching all the other coaches. And I'm going to say this, and if you are a fan of one of the other schools, y'all going to have to step y'all stuff up.
If you don't want to do your job, get out the way. It's so many people, and so many times that people are holding back opportunities because their name's not involved in it. Or so many times that you won't go to your students and your faculty who know what they're doing because you want it to be in your name. It has to, like you said, it has to be a full community coming together and saying, hey, this is what we're doing. We're trying to keep the spotlight on us. We're going to keep elevating this sport. We're going to keep elevating HBCUs as a whole. And let's do this thing. And let's do it together. And I think if everybody got on the same platform, if everybody got on the same page, this thing could really be something special, with or without Deion. With or without Deion. So Deion was a great rocket, right? And it's no different than a NASA spaceship. It needs that rocket to get off the ground. But at some point, the rocket falls off, and it's on you and where you take it from there. And I think that's what the heads, the people that make the decisions, the alumni who affect the decision makers, have to start speaking out more and say, listen, the standard has now been set at a higher rate. We're no longer going back to what we used to be, and we're going to hold you accountable to do your job.
The new GMC Sierra, premium and capable. That's professional grade.